I'm trying out a new mic, so it is important that I know how well you can hear me. We're using non-copyright music today because we made some mistakes in the past. We made some mistakes, but I am only human. Okay, that's good for now. TikTok's over there. That's there. Oh, I do want to walk with my swords because I think it's funny and cool. Ah, they're going to be on the wrong hip. They have to be on my right side. Oh, well. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me know at any point if you're somebody that's on Twitch, if the stream is too loud, if I'm too loud, if any of the volumes are off. We are trying some new music. I'm using a new microphone so that way you guys can like hear me from over here and not just from my mic on my desk. So that way when I go and work out, it's not like you can't hear what I'm saying as well, if that makes sense. Okay, I am going to, I'm probably going to adjust the workout. Maybe. Depends. Depends on how I'm feeling. Ugh. I'm going to go ahead and put it up again. I know, we're covering my beautiful gecko Gamora, but she usually sleeps during this time, so should be okay. And I don't want to stop streaming. I want to start my treadmill. Okay, is the spray color, is that spray color permanent? This is hair wax. Hold on, let me get my treadmill up to, I like a brisk 3-mile-an-hour pace. I'm going to have to hold the swords like this while I walk, but it kind of feels badass, so I'm going to. Because if I don't, they're going to start bonking into my desk. Yep. TikTok, what's up? It's a Workout Wednesday, which all year, my goal is to bring joy and education through the wonders of both cosplay and fitness. And I'm going to be working out as Zoro from Future Island. It wouldn't let me put Egghead in the Twitch title for copyright reasons. So, we're going to be working out today. You guys want to go over to the Twitch stream? I'll be able to answer any questions. You'll be able to get much better views of what I'm doing. You can stay on TikTok. That's all. That's your decision. But it would mean a lot to me if you guys would come over to Twitch, give a follow, get a subscription, give your support over here. I will be able to interact with Twitch a lot easier than TikTok. So I ask that if you wish to interact with me during the stream, you come over to Twitch. TikTok will be visual only for the majority of the stream, other than when I reference you guys and tell you kind of what's going on every now and then. But I like to start with like a 20 to 30 minute warm-up walk. It's probably going to be closer to 20 minutes, specifically because I was a little, I wanted to use the bathroom one last time before I put on this, what do you call these? Is it a jumpsuit? I don't know, the skin-tight, full-body suit that I am wearing, because it's not easy to get in and out of, because it is very tight, which I know people love to see tight-fit clothes on my skin, I won't be wearing the jacket for the entire workout. Probably not. I also probably won't have the swords on my hip for the entire workout. They're fake. Don't worry. It's just for show. The mic is terrifying sounding. How so? Will you describe to me, this is the first time using this mic for stream. Is there feedback? Are you like just too close to me? Is it too good of audio? Is the audio too good? Let me know. I'd love to be able to help fix any of the issues we are experiencing. I sound robotic and scratchy. I might be too close to the mic. Let me try it down there. Is this better? Is this better? No? What? No to what? No to what? It's your first time in chat. I don't know what you're knowing. Well, welcome in. You think it's the mic? What if I put the mic down there? Is it still the mic? Is the mic still an issue? This is the perfect time to troubleshoot these things. No, not the mic. Okay, so does it sound better now that I put it down here? I need direct. Okay, it might have just been too close to me, which is going to be interesting on figuring out how to make that work. Let me see. There's a mode I can click. I wonder if that did anything good. It's back to normal? Okay. We're going to do some tests. Okay, I'm going to hold the mic out here. Does it sound good from out here? I'm going to need happy and active participants. Sounds fine. If I hold the mic right here, does it sound like an issue? Because if it doesn't sound like an issue from here, then I don't think it's the distance. I think it is it being attached to my jacket. What if it is right next to my mouth? Does it sound okay here? It could be the fabric. No, the volume, yeah, I know. But sometimes when it gets too close, sometimes I have a loud voice. I have a loud voice that projects, so I understand how I could overload a mic. Okay, now let's try this. Can you guys hear me? Does it sound okay from here? Or are you experiencing issues now? Now, for curiosity, I'm going to put it back over here. Now are you guys hearing issues? What's up, J. Carl? Is it bad again now that it's over here again? New hair unlock? I just put some hair wax in. Sounds fine? Okay, so maybe we just had to... There's probably a connection issue. Yeah, okay. Okay, guys, please continue. Oh, I forgot to put on stream redeems for today. Let's pop up stream elements. Please continue to let me know if audio sounds weird. This is my first time trying this microphone. I wanted you guys to be able to hear me up close, so that way when I go away from my desk to work out, the audio isn't super different. Makes it easier for me in the long run, too. All right, let's set some sub goals for today, or some sub stream redeems. Let's say... say 50 extra ups or squats, 10 subs equals 100 sword swings. $20 subs. What would be a good 20 sub goal? Oh, let's just leave it at that for today. I don't need to set a big sub goal. Okay, let's down there. Whoa, 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 no. Oh, hold on, my. TikTok, so sorry. TikTok, I haven't been talking to you the whole time. I'm also streaming over on Twitch. Can you hear me now, though? Because I had my time limit for the day. I like to set time limits for my social media because I've been live for long enough and was watching some videos this morning. It sent me a reminder of, hey, you used TikTok for an hour today. Oh man, I'm just not noticing this part right here didn't really get greened. I can fix that. I'm gonna go, you know what? I'm gonna go fix that real fast because it's going to bother me. It started to pick back up? Okay. So I am going to, it doesn't look like it's even connected again. Hold on. Okay. Is the static gone? Or is the static still here? No, the static is still here. Wait a sec, I'm gonna turn it off. I'll be back. No, my feet do not hurt. I'm also not barefoot. I'm wearing socks, so. Okay, hello. Does the mic still sound bad? Or does it sound better? It's fine now?
Okay, let's keep that in mind. Please continue to notify me if it sounds weird. But I think we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it up here because it sounds like this is the best place to have it. Like a connection issue. I've got it plugged in straight to my PC. I really don't know what else I can do for it. I understand that, Tamagotchi killer. I just need to troubleshoot like as many things as possible. Because whatever I'm doing, something is interfering with it at some point. And I want to have a consistent connection and good volume. So maybe next time it's happening, I'm going to clip it and see if I can hear it myself. So TikTok, if you didn't hear, I'm not really able to communicate with TikTok very consistently or often. So if you guys are trying to ask questions and are confused as to why I'm not really paying attention, I have a Twitch stream up as well. Please come and join on the Twitch stream if you'd like to actually ask questions and interact with the stream. Oh, thank you so much for the, hold on, let me clip this. Thank you guys so much for the raid. I hope that my sound sounds okay. Hold on, let me hear. Let's turn off the music for a sec. Hold on. You said it was sounding staticky, so I'm going to open up this clip I just clipped and try to hear. I'm not really able to communicate with TikTok very consistently or often. So if you guys are trying to ask questions and are confused as to why I'm not really paying attention, I have a Twitch stream up as well. Please come and join on the Twitch stream if you'd like to actually ask questions and interact. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, but that's the whole point, Tamagotchi, is that when you say something, I'm immediately going to clip so I can try to hear back what it said. That's what I'm trying to do. And it does sound like it got better. So, but now you kind of, I hope you understand kind of what I'm going for here. Clip now. You hate cardio like the sword. Sometimes cardio is just getting your heart rate up however you enjoy. She never washes herself? That's kind of crazy. Okay, so I'm trying to think about what could be causing these connection issues. There's literally no way for me to connect the microphone any, better. That's toxic. Do I need to ban them? Salty Lord, do I need to ban? Do I need to reprimand them for being mean? We'll do that. I can do that. Thanks for the raid, by the way. Welcome in, all raiders. Sorry, we've been having some... This is my first time using a mic like this for these workouts. I wanted to have one that I could carry with me. Instead of just using one on my desk, because when I go back and do pull-ups and stuff, people can barely hear me. And when I try to clip videos and stuff, the audio is all weird. So, yeah, I got a treadmill a while back. I figured it'd be nice to just kind of chat with my chat. Clip it right now so you can hear. I already did, but I'll do it again just to... Wait. So normally there's a blue and a green light. So far the blue one was the only one on. I just clicked the button and the green one's back on. Something... Does it sound better? Yes, Frederick, we've been troubleshooting for the past 20 minutes-ish as we've been kind of trying to figure out what the issues are. It's the same static. But I don't know if it could be the treadmill. What's going on here? It's about time for us to hop off the treadmill anyways, so let's go ahead and do that. Thank you for the follow. This is frustrating because I thought I had solved my initial issue. Are we still experiencing static? Okay, I'm back on my old microphone. I understand it's muted. I'm going back to this mic now. Okay. How do we sound? Okay, now we're gonna be careful here. I'm going to put it over on the side of my face. You guys let me know if, yeah, we can thank Laura. Laura, thank you for fixing the mic by coming in. I'm gonna take the swords off for now while we get set up and stuff, because they're just gonna be in the way while I set things up. We'll prop them up. Maybe we just put them on the table. Let's just put them on the table. One of them keeps getting twisted and it bothers me. Okay, so continue to let me know if there are mic issues. Today is going to be a good test day for making sure we know what to do and what not to do with the new mic for these streams. Because I still have my really good mic when I'm going to be at my desk. But for these workouts, I really do want a better mic. So we are going to continue to troubleshoot, but we're going to start to get into more warm-up-y things. Please let me know immediately if the sound becomes an issue again. I forgot that I've reoriented a lot of stuff. I've been getting into a lot of moods recently that are very related to just organizing all my stuff and making it look better. Okay, we're turning our words are escaping me. I'm always doing the most. Do you mean that positively or negatively? Because if you mean it negatively, get out of here. If you mean it positively, I don't know, I'm just trying to have fun. Doing the most never sounds like a positive thing, so I'm going to be a little saddened if the first TikTok comment I read of the day is someone just trying to like harsh my mellow for, I don't know, having a fun time. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who's trying to have fun with fitness, share that with the world, and do some little cosplays to get everyone engaged and to have a good time. I know, honestly, that's on me. You shouldn't have fun with exercise. That's definitely not the point. Spoiler, he's being sarcastic. The point is to enjoy exercise so that way you do it continuously throughout your life and live a lifestyle that is active, doing things that you love and enjoy so that way you continuously receive the benefits of an active lifestyle. Anyway, I'm going to go water. Oh, you guys can see me getting water. Not TikTok. You guys would probably not be surprised if I still have any of my new raiders in here. My Twitch makes fun of TikTok all the time. They consistently ask if TikTok deserves rights, which it sounds like we're walking on some eggshells having conversations like that, so I try to shut them down pretty quickly, but that gets you the kind of vibe of like, these aren't leggings, this is a full body suit. Hold on. So this is an Egghead Zoro jacket I bought. Angelic Rose, love the name. Thank you for the follow. You said what you said. Honestly, Frederick, you're going to fit in great here. Okay, so Egghead jacket. Boom, boom. Hold on. One of my favorite new redeems. You came in, you followed, you redeemed some points. Man, doesn't it feel good to be part of the Major Pectoralis Twitch stream? Just saying. Because with the Egghead jacket, comes a bodysuit. We're pretty much just going to work on a bodysuit today. You're right, this is better. Meet Dave. Dave, congrats. Welcome in. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for joining the good stream. The fun stream. Huge personality, thanks. My man out here double cheek up on a Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter what day of the week, because that's how most of us work. Oh, the clip that I clipped just, I forget that they automatically have the audio on. If I put this down, I like having a little bit of sunlight, but if I put this down, will it help the glare? Yeah, it helps the glare quite a bit. And then this towel is going to have to go over the door again, which is okay. It's okay. It's okay, chat. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's going to be okay. I'm just getting rid of a lot of the direct light so you guys can read what we have on the board. Okay. So, Dinah Sickness will follow. Hope to see what those streams. Oh, you did? I was too busy. Thank you for the follow, Frederick. Yeah, so every Wednesday around noon Eastern Standard Time, so that would have been about half an hour ago, I'm trying to do and utilize my fun cosplays that I can, work out in. I'll put the jacket back on for now. I do feel a bit like nude adjacent. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. If you want to really support me, I'd really love if you guys come over to the Twitch portion of the stream. It's a good time. It's great. But thank you guys for supporting here as well. You're welcome to stay here. I'm just letting you know Twitch has other goodies and fun aspects to it, and you're going to be able to just see more on a bigger screen. Period. Thank you for the follow-up question if I didn't say so already. Let's kind of get into it. So I might be adjusting some of this workout as we go, but it's going to be pretty basic. We're warming up. I'm going to do my band warm-ups. I'm going to do my overhead kettlebell holds to help warm up my shoulders. I'm going to be doing my best to have kind of a, how do I want to phrase this? Audio on Twitch is crackly. TikTok is fine. Okay, so I have been asking people to let me know if the mic is having issues, because it has been having issues. Maybe I keep it in front. Maybe I keep it in the front. I don't know. We've been having some issues with the mic and its sensitivity for today. It might be related to much better. Okay, yeah. So just please continue to let me know. It's gonna kind of go in and out of good volume. I just hope that it's not bad at the times where I want to say stuff. But continue to let me know so we can troubleshoot the best ways possible. I really appreciate it, guys. Do I have, here, I'm gonna give up the jacket. Where's my band? I'm gonna start with some band stretches, and then we're gonna grab some weights and kind of get into this workout here. Let me know. Thank you, appreciate it. So these that I'm doing right here are some of my favorite stretches to do. You might see somebody do these with like a PVC pipe at the gym, or just another long, stricter object than a band. The band makes it easier. So to be clear, if you want a more intense stretch, you probably don't want to start with the band. But the band allows you to get a better stretch when you want to, if you are cognizant enough of what you are doing and how to make that happen. The more I pull on this, the more tension it gets. And the closer I put my hands in, when I pull my arms into the position I want them to be to get the stretch, it gives me even more tension. It makes it harder. So essentially, with a band, I like these because you can adjust little by little as you need to warm up your shoulders. Your shoulders are one of your only two joints that are ball and socket, which means that they have circular free range of motion. Your elbow does not, right? It pretty much only does this, and you can move it side to side a little bit, but you're not supposed to, right? There's so many ligaments in your elbow and knee, which are the same hinge joint, that stop you, or stop it, from going outside of its normal path. Do that again. Do which one again? This? You can't just say that while I'm explaining multiple things. I mean, you can, but I'm not going to understand what you mean. The more specific you are in these streams in every capacity, the easier of a time we're going to have. Side to side? What side to side? How long have I been working out? It's been about a decade now since I've been working out outside of like high school sports. I like to put the band back here, not just stretch my shoulders, but this helps stretch my chest muscles, my pecs, the namesake of the page and whatnot. Because the best way to stretch your chest is to move your arm back, because the main feature of your chest muscle is it pulls your arm in. Why does it do that? Well, your chest is connected at your sternum and your AC joint, so your shoulder right here. When it contracts, which it shortens, and it pulls the insertion to the origin, that's what the two places that your muscles attach at are called, insertion, origin. Don't worry about which one is which. Consider them the same thing for all intensive purposes. There's just an origin and an insertion. They can be... we don't need to get too scientific. You guys don't need to get too scientific with which one needs to be which, right? That's kind of my point. When that muscle shortens, it brings one joint to the other. So therefore, because my arm is on the other side, when my shoulder gets closer to my chest, that is when your chest works a lot. Now, when my arms come back like in a push-up, notice my shoulder moves backward a bit as well. That also stretches out the chest. Thank you for the follow, Shooting Star. Welcome in. I'm happy to explain how like every muscle works individually and in tandem with each other, but I will be here all day. I will be here all day if I don't start doing some actual workouts, and if I don't just wait for you guys to kind of ask questions when you would like to. So I'm going to next, for the demonstration, yeah, I absolutely need to do this because this is one of my favorite shoulder stretches I've learned recently. And it's very relevant for, Zoro would be doing these on the daily, probably on the hour if he wasn't taking a nap. I think it'd be fun to wear this while I work out some aspects, but not everything. Okay, continue to let me know if audio sounds weird, guys. And TikTok, if you're curious why I'm not talking to you, Twitch is just a better place to be if you want my attention and want to actually interact with the stream. So, hopefully they might get in the way a little bit. I step on the band with one foot, and I act like I'm pulling the sword out of its sheath. Is it still weird, Space? Is it still weird? It might be because I've bent my neck. The best place for this to go, we're going to have to figure that out. I might just hold it for now. I go from my arm, like I am legitimately trying to pull this out, which when I do that, my arm is down, my thumb is toward me, and I'm going to pull it out like I'm Zoro on, is it Little Garden, where he's trying to do the pose. You gotta pick a good pose, Nami. You don't want to die looking like that.
constantly, consistently staticky.
How about now? Are we still staticky? Is it still bad? It might be it might legitimately be the volume I'm talking at, guys. It might be the volume I talk at, and that might give it issues just because I have a loud resonating voice. So if the mic is too close, but what stinks is now I just have to find places to put the mic. Let's just put it over here. I'm gonna put it on this table. You guys let me know if you need it to be closer, if you can't hear me, or if this is good volume, because my voice and this room projects. So Tamagotchi, if I overload it, it might hurt the mic. I don't know exactly how these things work, but I'm saying we cannot count out my volume and it being right next to everything happening vocally from the equation, right? Just because the volume isn't what you think is being overloaded. So, Courage, thank you for the follow. On OBS, I have my microphone set to where it can't go over a certain volume, so I can't deafen my viewers with how loud I can get. It's got like an audio cap, it'll just cut out. That might be what's happening with this mic, is my thought process. So in case that is what's happening, I'm gonna keep it over there. And if we don't see any more issues, then it means I just can't wear the mic during the workout. But if I can just keep it on the table, that probably works. That probably works. As long as you guys can still hear me and hear me well. I'm actually going to clip real quick to see what my volume sounds like. Okay, so that's good. That's a good volume. We'll keep it over there for now. The swords are going to get in my way. I'm going to either break a sword. We're going to put these against this for now, just for funsies, for some background ambiance. Okay, I'm going to do my overhead holds. This is where I hold these kettlebells over my head and just really try to slowly move my shoulders in small circular motions and or push them up and down. I basically utilize this as a way to strengthen my overhead shoulder strength. Strengthen my overhead strength, yeah, great wording, man. Ugh. But we are not used to holding things over our heads, so it's really important to train things like that because you're just going to be weak. And if you try to do exercises and workouts that utilize an overhead feature, it's really gonna stink. Wait, what am I doing? I put them down, so I put them down real quick and just start doing some more shoulder stretches. Today's workout, so, pretty basic. Push-ups, pull-ups, squats, RDLs, basics. If you want me to show a variation, a regression, a progression of how to do whatever I'm doing, let me know. I'd love to help, especially if you're someone who's at home doing the workout with me, okay? I would love to help those who are working out with me from home or who are just curious on how to do a specific exercise, right? Because that's what these are really for. They're for fun, but they're for educational purposes as well, which is why I try to keep most of my attention toward Twitch, not TikTok, because I want to be able to keep my comment section in one place. And TikTok just never, people pop in for half a second, they ask a question that's completely unrelated. If it comes to one or two, I just do have to pick Twitch because I can get people to come over here and focus on the subject at hand. Does that make sense? And I need people to focus on what I'm trying to educate and portray, and not, where'd you get that item? Does it bounce when you walk? Great googly moogly, will you squish me? Oh my goodness, titty bitty ditty man. Right, like I can't go through all the gunk that exists on TikTok. Sorry. Mike? Is the mic acting up? How about now? What's our status? Is this still bad? Is this still bad? Fun fact, I have 2 of these. Does this one sound any better? What's up, Crown? So it is a Bluetooth that I plug in something into a port, and that's how it connects via Bluetooth. Does that make sense? So I've plugged in a device into my PC that via Bluetooth, this connects into my PC. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? I hair waxed today. So TikTok, I'd love it if you came over to the Twitch stream if you want to interact or ask questions. I'm only going to condition this when something happens, when I absolutely have to. This is visual only for the most part. If you want to interact with the stream, please go over to Twitch. If you want to ask me questions, you want to just chat with my chat, I'm not going to be paying attention to you guys very much at all because I can only focus on 2 things at a time, which is my workout, and educating people, and then the comments and questions that exist on Twitch. I do have a lot of other stuff plugged in. So continue to let me know if we have trouble with the mic 1 or 2 more times. I'm probably just gonna switch back to my old mic and I'll troubleshoot another time. But it was good for me to test this today. So thank you guys for being patient with me and allowing me to test this. Okay, I'm going to come back here and do what's called, is it Jefferson deadlift? Essentially, you get on an elevated surface and you allow yourself to do a bit of an RDL, and then you can slowly curve your lower back and get a stretch. And I actually need something lower than this, or a bigger height difference. I'm getting a great stretch in my glutes and my hamstrings right now. Just by holding these right here. But don't do this with heavy weight. Do not do this with heavy weight. This is very lightweight for me. My body is very used to lifting some heavy weights. Okay. Okay, I need to drink water now, and not that. Let's move this. Right there. Do-reg? Please tell me how to pronounce your name. Thank you for the follow. Nova, I'll take an extra hydrate just for you. Back? Welcome, Laura. We're still having some mic issues here and there. We're trying to work on them, figure it out. I need to put the swords probably over here. It's fine. Oh! Hungry, hey, welcome to the follow. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. All right. We're going to start doing some pull-ups and push-ups. That's our first superset. Second superset, squats and RDLs. Third superset, lateral raises and bicep curls. And then an ab circuit to finish. Pretty good, pretty easy, pretty swifty, pretty neat. All right. Like before, I like to start with pull-ups, even though I wrote push-ups first. So I'm going to get some pull-ups done. I'm trying to do these more slow and controlled than I am going for total. Most of my workouts at home are not going to be 100%, especially because I'm trying to like talk and educate people as well. But I'm really trying to focus on just feeling good, moving my body. I think I get like an 80% workout. So I already work out 4 other days of the week. This is my day to get a good workout, but not the most intense, most insane workouts of all time. Especially just don't want to rip any of the clothing that I'm in or do anything absolutely crazy. Also, we have lifting weights here at home. Okay, so yeah, we're done. We're done with this for today. This sucks. Huge L. I was really hoping that the mic would be. I've not had issues with this when I've recorded other ways. I guess it just doesn't. It might be interference related to the PC. I think you guys might be right with that aspect because I've never had this issue with my other stuff. I'm gonna try to do something with my current mic so that way it's in a better position. Or maybe I might actually just move most of my workout stuff closer. We can. But I can't have. Yeah, I need this. Oh no, do I have to move the kitty tower? I might have to move the kitty tower. No, I'll have to move the kitty tower. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Okay. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me fairly well? Like, is it going to be an issue? Hello, King Julian. Welcome in. Okay, I'm going to clip this real fast and see how my sound sounded from back there. I hope these aren't saving. I'm literally just using these for... Okay, I'm going to clip this real fast and see how my sound sounded. Okay, I turned the gain all the way up. I'm going to just use my projecting voice. I'm going to give my little kitty a kiss. Mwah. Guys, look, guys, look, he's Tony Chopper. He's Tony Chopper. Widowy, Tony Chopper, and Zoro. Look at him. Look at him. He hates it. He hates it. He doesn't like the chopper hat, and it makes me sad. Okay, I'll get it off, bud. I'll get it off. He's such a cute little chopper, though. He's such a cute little chopper. He deserves... Okay, let's get to the workout. Oh, I totally turned off the music. Let's get the music back on. TikTok, I assume I'm not talking to you unless I look at you directly. I'm also live on Twitch. Please come join there if you'd like to actually interact with me. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I'll just go over all the clips later and delete the ones I don't like, okay? Okay, there's your pec pop. We do have to get into the workout, and it is pull-ups. All right. The goal is like 10 of these and 20 push-ups, because I did do chests. I did a lot of chest yesterday, and I'm doing some back stuff tomorrow. So I'm not trying to go 110% here. I really wanted the mic so that way you guys could like hear me breathe and such, but it probably would have been too much. I'll troubleshoot the mic stuff later. I might have to get a completely different mic situation. That stinks. TikTok, come if you want to interact with me at all, please go over to Twitch. It's a good time. Waffle Iron, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Let's grab a swig. Do some push-ups. Where'd my second one go? I put it up here. Okay. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. Okay. Okay. Maybe trying to figure out a good angle for me to do these on the camera. $20. Whew. Okay, now some rest. Maybe I move the mat like more underneath. Maybe we rotate it. Yeah. Let's just rotate everything. Yeah. That's better, in my opinion. It's at least a little better. Okay, I think that'll be good. Excuse me. Whew. I'll figure out the mic situation one day. Really bummed that it didn't work out today. But oh well. My voice projects. You guys will just have to go watch my other videos to watch my deep breathing ASMR. I've been at the gym. I basically put on the mic for one of my sets for an exercise, given an intro of like, welcome to ASMR lifting. Now, listen to me breathe really heavy and lift some weight. And then with the mic right here, I just lift and breathe. I have a bunch of videos I haven't posted yet, but I'm hoping to either today, tomorrow, so on and so forth. Okay, let's get round two. Hey! What are you doing back there? Meow. 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 I think he needs some treats. I'll give him his treats now. Oh. God, TikTok has so many So many times I have to like go over and adjust something just to keep myself live. All right, while I do pull-ups, Cage is gonna eat some treats. Okay, those are the rules. I go live. I'm doing pull-ups. Cage is eating, as he should be. If you want to give KJ some treats, there is a redeem for that on the stream. Okay, 10 and then 20. I didn't do pull-ups for months when my shoulder was hurt, because I hurt it doing pull-ups. They're nowhere near as strong as I used to be, but it feels good to just get back in the habit of doing them more consistently. Hold on, let me... Okay, push-ups. Oh. The Sativa Diva, thank you for the follow. Thanks for the follow, Diva. Also, Waffle Iron, I think I mentioned you, but if I didn't, welcome in. Hope you guys are enjoying the streams. We're gonna do some push-ups now. 20 good reps. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I don't want to have to get blinds for this window too, but I feel like I might. Why does it toggle off of mute once it's downloaded? All right, we have one more superset of these. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any comments, concerns? Is there anybody that's working out with me from home and or would like to, but doesn't have a pull-up bar and would like to do something else instead? I can give you literally a billion different things that you can do based on what you might have at home. Why call it a superset? That's just a technical term in the exercise industry that regards two exercises back to back with little to no rest. Emphasis on little to no. Sometimes you can't just jump right into the next exercise, and honestly, I wouldn't recommend you do two things with no rest. I should take at least like 5 controlled deep breaths, get your wind back in you, get the oxygen back and the blood pumping through your body correctly again, and then go. It's an efficient and effective way to get more total exercises in a shorter period of time. There's also like circuit training, right? Where you're doing like 3 to 4 or more exercises with little to no rest in between. Doing an ab circuit at the end of the workout. Superset is basically just the intermediate, the middle point between just doing one exercise and taking a couple minutes of rest and doing a circuit, or like the kind of workouts CrossFitters do where they just set a 1 hour timer and it's do as many of these exercises and things as you can. Superset allows you, in my mind, to get a lot of good volume in if you're not doing super specified exercise days. So for example, I'm doing a full body workout today, so I'm able to get my push motion and my pull motion, my upper body ones, both in back to back. They're using completely different muscles. I'm using chest and triceps, the push-up, and front delt. I'm using lats, biceps, and rear delts, and maybe even some shoulders and trapezius muscles in there for my pull-ups. For all intents and purposes, you're getting almost every single upper body muscle engaged in that superset, and it's a very efficient and effective way, in my opinion, to get those done. Now, if you want to build muscle quicker and probably a little bit easier, you don't necessarily want to do supersets like this or that. To each their own, though. I've been doing supersets for almost a decade, and I don't like doing workouts without them. I got to keep the pace up. Like, I can't just sit there after doing 10 sets of 10 pull-ups. I don't like just sitting there and waiting to do pull-ups again. I like getting a little variety. So I hope that answers your question, Blue Gold Moon. Let's do some more pull-ups. Let's do underhand this time. I don't do underhand often. Good set of 10. Good set of 10. There we go. It's just like that. It's a fun little dance. My lips and mouth parched. Gotta stay hydrated. Gots to. Alright, this set, I'm putting the jacket on solely for the effect. Okay. Keep putting my water bottle in the way of the camera. Alright. I will hydrate after the push-ups. Just give me 1 sec. I gotta get them done now. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, hydration time. Oh. Okay. Next are our squats and RDLs. I think my goal is to give every set, I'm going to face a different direction so you guys can see what's going on, okay? That being said, this is your warning. Inappropriate language and behavior that is not fitness-oriented or tastefully done, and yes, that's decided by me, just your warning, you're getting removed, you're getting banned, you're getting muted, you're getting blocked. If I see language I don't like, if I see hypersexualization while I'm exercising that I don't like, you will be removed. Keep that in mind, please. I understand part of the premise of this is to take advantage of people who are just going to gawk at me and that want to see me in my fun cosplays. I want to also educate people and actually help you with exercise stuff. So let's make sure we're getting a little healthy amount of variety and let's just enjoy the workout as it is. Okay? Could use a belt. This is the whole point of the outfit. I'm in cosplay technically. This is why I ignore TikTok. Okay. Squats and RDLs. I'm going to do front view, side view, back view. In that order. If I do this. I can make that work. I can make this width work. Okay, so I'm going to do both squats and RDLs facing forward this round. In between the supersets, I'm clipping just to see if I can get some good clips for later videos and such. I'll be trying to clip, do what I have to do, come back, do the end of the superset, clip, rest, so on and so forth. So, thank you guys for your patience, and please comment any questions, general thoughts you might have. Keep them fitness related or health related as much as possible. Even if you think it's a dumb question, I'd love to try to help answer it, as long as it is regarding exercise, fitness, health, all those great things. Okay. Same thing, I'm doing 10 squats, and then I'm going to do 20 RDLs based on the weight and what exercises I'm doing. So, this is a double front kettlebell rack position. Okay. good, it's good, it's good. All right, RDLs. TikTok. If you want me to talk to you, go over to Twitch. Same username. Click the profile picture. Go to the Instagram. There's a link. Or it's the same username. I'm not talking to you guys on here. Sorry. I have to focus on Twitch. This is visual only. TikTok is visual only. Enjoy the visuals. Respectfully. But you're a tiny little phone, and I need my 2 big monitors to be able to see people's comments. And there's more fun things on Twitch than there are on TikTok. It's the better place to be. Everyone that goes, everyone that exists on Twitch will tell you it's the more fun platform to watch me do my streams. Okay. This next superset, do it from the side so you guys can see how my body hinges and moves from a different angle. I'm going to snooze this ad. But if you don't want ads, period, subscribe to the channel. If we get 5 subs in total for today's stream, I add an extra 50 push-ups or squats. Whoever subs or gifts the most subs, your choice, squats or push-ups. 10, I will use one of my swords, and I have to do 100 role-played sword slashes or strikes for your amusement. Once we reach that goal, we stop the workout, we start doing sword stuff. For fun. Just for fun. So, TikTok reminder, I'm over on Twitch. It's the better place to be, especially if you want to actually talk with me during the stream. Let's go ahead and get onto those squats. 10 squats. I'm going to clip it for... I'm going to have a lot of clips after this, and I'm going to have to go through and delete a bunch probably. But the points of these streams are to help me promote... Well, not the point of them are to help me promote them, but I want to be able to promote them well, so I have to get better about clipping my own content. Especially when I'm trying to show and educate on form and such. Okay. So, 10 more squats. I'm going to clip it, take a quick break. 20 more RDLs. Clip that, take a quick break. Then we got one more superset where I'm facing that direction so you can see from a back perspective what these look like. Cool? All right, if you're doing this with me at home, remember, core tight, chest up. Get out all burps before you start. Push your hips back. Feet flat on the ground, push through your heels. Okay. Whew. TikTok, I'm not paying much attention, but if I do, I'm blocking you if you get or send weird messages. If you want to interact with me on this stream, go over to Twitch. If you just want to watch, just watch. But whatever you comment, if it makes me upset, you're gone. Just remember that. Keep that in mind. My channel, my choice on what kind of comments stay and what kind of comments go. Okay? Just be respectful. Some thoughts are inside thoughts. Some thoughts you should really keep to yourself. Alright, let's get these 20-yard yells. Lenimo, thank you for the follow. Do I have caps lock on? I do for some reason. Be respectful. Some thoughts are inside thoughts. Okay? Whew. Okay. More water, more water, more water. Last warning. I'm facing that direction, so my posterior will move and face the cameras. If you don't have anything appropriate to say, keep it to yourself. Your thoughts can be your thoughts. Keep them inside thoughts. If you have anything regarding to questions or concerns about the exercise or movement, I'd love to answer. But only on Twitch, because I can only focus on one stream at a time. So Jacob, if you have questions, go over to Twitch. Okay? Alright. 10 squats, 20 RDLs. I can't read from here. Rogatano, thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate you. That means 4 more subs. Either your first sub, a resub, a gifted sub, or extra gifted subs. We get 4 more of those this stream. I have to add an extra 50 push-ups or squats. Your guys' choice. All right? Motivation. I'm going to do these squats now. Devil's Lockmore Marine, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. If anybody that's new would like to introduce themselves, let me know what to call you. Pronouns are also helpful. I'm very pro pronouns. Whatever you want. I just want to know how to refer you when you interact and talk in my chat. My dance belt keeps getting all disoriented. I think it would be kind of fun to do this set with the swords. You know, I'm going to keep the swords on for a lot of our other exercises. Emphasize who I am. I am who I am. I don't think this will get in the way of RDLs that much. As long as I keep the weight in front of me, it might help keep me tight. Okay. Okay. Can I tighten this anymore? I cannot. I cannot. Okay. RDL time. All right. All right. Oh. Gotta stay plump for that cook. Thank you, Courage. This one a loose switch? Oh, it's because this is loose. Let me tie this real fast. I forgot. Gotta stay plump for that cook is crazy. And I still said it. It's good to see him be more active. This is why I don't read TikTok. What do you mean by that? I mean, like, you guys just don't see when I'm working out most of the time. Some comments I just do question, like, do you understand how that comes across if you're trying to be kind or, like, considerate or thoughtful? Sometimes people say things and I kind of go, I don't really think you thought that through. I don't think you, like, said it out loud before you typed it. I don't think you thought it. I think you just said it and didn't really think about how it could be perceived. Or, like, what the words you're using actually kind of depict or say. But, oh well. Here come the, oh, he's complaining about everything in comments. Even though I'm just making a observation. Very monotone and very casually. Nixie on Pluto. Fun name. Welcome in. Okay. Next is the fun part. Arms and shoulders. So I need, kettlebells are done. Oh, kettlebells are not done. We will have, I think I'm going to change one of my ab exercises today. I'm going to change the teapots to windmills, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to do with the swords on, but if we can't do the abs with swords, that's going to be okay. I put all of these away. Oh well. Okay. Swords are probably going to get in my way. This is not a back holster, but I'm kind of tempted to see if I can make it one, you know what I mean? Yeah, Rogi, I do think. Rogi, or for me just call you Tano, or Tano. Every time I say something I go, maybe it could be pronounced this. The English language is stupid and I hate it, but it is the one I know. Let me know what to call you. What works. I think a lot of them are going to be not so great with the swords on. Even the RDLs weren't fantastic with the swords on. I might do a set and just kind of see. I might just also move them to the back for now. Yeah. Yeah, for these I'm going to move them to the back. I think today, I'm not going to do the variation I have been doing. I might just... Yeah, nice, good, controlled for today. I think that's good. And then we had some hammer curls. Eager? Not Igor, eager? Just let me know. I think that's going to be good for that weight today. Oh, I didn't get, I'm going to have to record some sets of those here in a minute. I think. Does this look okay? It's kind of a vibe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What's up, Trucker Mama? Also, Deniska? Hope that's how I pronounce it. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Shots of fire. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming in. That's it. So it is pretty much like eager. It's not or, it's eager. Just like the word you said. Just double checking for a final. Because I did say the two things, so you said that's it. And now I'm kind of confused on which one it was. Again, if you're ever going to be someone that pops into my chat consistently, I want to be able to pronounce your name correctly. Or whatever you'd like to be called. I don't care if it's not your username. If it's not the name I see on screen, I'm probably just going to need help remembering what the name you like to be called is for the first couple bits. First of all, these are wooden. These are fake wooden, like wooden and plastic swords. They're just props. They're just for show. I'm making sure they're not in my path and in my way. So for my lateral raises, I've been putting them behind me. And for my leg exercises that I just did, for those of you who are just getting in, I didn't have them on at all, right? With the Igor. Okay, so Igor. That is what I would assume, based on a Russian name, is Igor. I know that sounds phonetically Russian, you know what I mean? What's up, Good Noodle Gamer? Wow! Whew. We're in the latter half. Yeah, very much in the latter portion of the workout. Welcome in. Wait, how do I do this? Well, before I do the next set, is it an exclamation point or is it a slash? Is it a slash? Am I silly? There should be a button for shoutouts on... I always forget how to do this because I don't do it very often. People don't pop in that often. I don't stream that often, to be very fair. No, not mod actions. It is the slash and it's before. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, it's coming up with a bunch of things, but shoutout is not one of them. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Hey, there we go. There we go. There we go. I need to know how to do it. Looked on the back. It looks nice. Okay, let's do the next set. I'm going to try to record these. And then I think after this superset, green hair is just for today. I have hair wax. It's pretty easy. I'm going to do it like this. And then I'm going to try to see if I can put them on my back. Because I think in the arc, Zoro actually has them on his back, which is cool and fun. But I'm going to do this superset. And then I'm going to record. I'm going to make sure I record just so that way I have the visuals here. Okay. Shoulders down. Nice and slow. Control. Cool. Clip. Refresh the stream. Try again. Did it not get any of that? It did. No. Anyone else cat lick their face? Mine doesn't really. He just gets his nose a little wet and then he just rubs up against you. And gives you some forehead bumps. Not bumps as in like makes me get bumps in my way, he just like kind of headbutts me a little bit. He's adorable, he's so cute. I love him so much, he's my light, more joy in my world. And he'd be even better, even cuter, than these possible if he'd just wear the Tony Chopper hat. I really wish he would just happily wear it, but he hates it. He hates it a lot. He really does not like wearing the hat. Okay. I promise, despite the fact that they have different colored handles, these are the same weight dumbbell. I'm gonna do them like this. I'm not too worried about the biceps today, because I'm going to be doing some more tomorrow for my full body back workout. I've lost count. I'm going to say that's 6 each. 7. Okay. Clip that. Hammer curls. Okay. Now I'm going to try to see if I can get the if this sort of my back will look good at all. Okay. All right, let's try this. I'm probably going to have to strap it like over a shoulder, like this. Nice and tight. It's the one thing that's going to be annoying is this, but I think, yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. It's kind of a vibe. I wish they sat like comfortably a bit higher, but that's just not how this is going to work, like effectively. You know what I mean? Like I can't get them really to sit up this straight. It's about as tight as I can get it to be. I mean, I could. I just have to like hold it tight against my armpit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Which I would prefer to have it kind of like across my chest like this. I think my chest can hold it here. Okay, hold on. Pose. 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 In the armpit lodged against the boobie. That's right. That's right. Lore accurate Zoro bust. We actually do have the same bust. Person on TikTok who I said I wasn't going to talk to. Not you specifically, but just TikTok in general. Okay, let's see if I can keep it up like this. I am going to have to... See, the problem is that I am lifting my arm enough that it's probably going to slip. Never caught alive? Well, welcome in. Happy to have you. All right, last round of both exercises. Yeah, it certainly doesn't help mobility, but then the fact that I can do it is fun and cool. You know what I mean? So many of these clips will be gone by tomorrow. Thank you. You are Igor, right? It's gonna confuse me. Because Igor is not... Yeah, because Igor is not the name that I see. But I'm going to try to remember that best I can. Okay. Save clip. Okay. And for this, I think I'm going to do these... Okay, I'm going to do these right here if I can. Okay. Problem being, keeping the swords up. See, yeah, this is what I'm trying to avoid. Meet Dave! Hey, Dave! Meet me, Major Pectoralis, in my lovely chat. Everyone say hi! Welcome in. Happy to have you. Oh, I have caps lock on again. It keeps happening. Probably because my hands are a bit shaky from all the exercising I'm doing. Doll, what's up? Welcome in. Okay, saving. Okay, now all we have left to do is abs. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can do my abs very effectively with this on my back or my hip. So I do think the swords officially have to come down. But now we know I can do it like that. Which is fun, quirky, and cool! Okay. I'm going to grab a marker because I need to adjust an exercise. We're doing windmills first. All right, and yeah, sorry, T-Dog. We tried to do it for as much as we could. TikTok, I have to go. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys for joining, but I need my phone. I need my phone for a timer, and it's about time the stream is wrapping up anyways. So, I'm going to do my ab circuit. I'd love for you guys to come join me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Major I'm going to try to be doing these cosplay workouts every Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Now, if that time changes, I'll try to update people. If a lot of people tell me that time isn't great because you do it earlier or later, or maybe on a Friday instead, I'll try to work with whatever gets me a lot of people in here and happily enjoying the education and exercise that you might get from this, okay? So those are my goals. That's my ideals. If you guys want to follow the stream further, I know I have a lot of you on here. Please come over to the Twitch stream. I'd really appreciate that. You can click on this profile picture. There's a link to my Instagram, because my link tree has to be on there. There's a link tree on Instagram. Or you can just go to twitch.tv/Major Pectoralis. The exact same username is here. It's really easy. Go give me a follow, come join the stream. You can talk to me on there a lot easier than you could here on TikTok. So, if you want to see the end of the stream and join me for my little Q&A at the end of every workout, please come over to the Twitch stream. I really appreciate it, but we are going to go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you. Love you. Stay fit. Stay fit? Who the hell am I? I got 18 cents! Man, I don't know what everyone's talking about. TikTok pays their creators so good. Oh my god. Oh, 18 cents? I could buy... maybe a tenth of a candy bar. Nothing like a dime, a nickel, and 3 pennies in my pocket, right guys? Oh, I hope I don't get robbed with my 18 cents. You probably thought that I was going to pretend to get robbed behind that wall, but no one in their right mind is doing anything over anything less than $10. Not at all. Not at all. Really how I hate how I signed up. I said it and then went, that's not. I wanted to say something fun, and it just didn't happen. We're talking big money, big money, big money. Okay, ab circuit time. I'm gonna try to do 2 rounds of all these abs. I hopped into live and I went back to my TikTok. Okay, so I'm going to try to do, what would this be, 8 minutes in total? 10 minutes in total. Yeah, because each side for windmills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 10 minutes. 10 minutes in total. I'm okay, there's my app. And it's pretty much just gonna be non-stop work, non-stop abs. Ha! Hey, I'm a big Hunter x Hunter fan. I wouldn't say like super big. I wouldn't say the biggest. I wouldn't say anything regarding those lines. I've only seen the anime. But I do love Gon and Killua. I love them. They're my... That anime has some issues, but so do all of them. I'm not going to get into that now. Okay, so we're going to be doing some exercises. If you guys have questions, let's talk about them after the fact or in between exercises. So I will have a couple seconds, about 20 seconds in between every exercise. I'm going to try to explain things kind of as I go at the beginning, but the second round I'm probably going to be pretty winded. So I'll probably have to explain afterward. But if you want to do these with me, you're more than welcome to. Now, if you don't have the equipment I have, there are going to be some variations you can do. For example, I'm going to be doing something called a windmill, where I'm going to be lifting a kettlebell on the ground, like this. Just don't do it with any weight. Or grab something light to just hold in this hand and practice the motion. I'm going to be using an ab wheel. If you can't do ab wheels, you don't have an ab wheel at home, do a plank. Or maybe a leg lift. Do some sort of ab exercise in return. That isn't a twist. That is straight up and down. Mountain climbers you can do anywhere.
Russian twist you can do anywhere, right? There shouldn't be, if something is too hard for you to do, maybe ask, hey, what you're doing is hard, how can I make that easier? Okay, let's get started. Hit the timer. So I have 20 seconds rest to start, so that way the timer notifies me at the very end, because if I do it a different way, then when I'm supposed to finish, I have 20 seconds left of the timer. I realized that last time. Eventually, I'll probably get back up to doing 3 sets of this, but I think 2 good, intense sets is enough for me right now. Okay, I gotta get this water bottle out of the way. Okay. I have less rest in between this first round of windmills because I did not start on time, so I wanted to move my water bottle. So notice I am putting this on the inside of my foot. And now I'm going to do it the other side here in 10 seconds. No, only going to have 20 seconds of rest, but like I said, I started a bit late and didn't want to reset the timer. I want you to start here. Reach for the ceiling. Rotate your shoulder as you come up. Try to keep it pointed toward the ceiling. Bend your knees a little bit, but try not to bend them as much as possible. Okay, after that is Russian twists. I am not going to hold a dumbbell for these. For today, we're just going to show I'm picking my legs off the ground to make it a little bit harder. I'm trying to touch both hands on the ground next to me. If you want to make this easier, put your heels on the ground. Something's wrong. I do not think the timer is correct. I think I might have messed something up on accident. I want to give myself a little too much rest. Oh well. We'll see once these next 2 exercises are done. Roll-ups, we can't do these 2 a plank. Why is my foot cramping? Yeah, the rest periods don't make sense, but oh well. Mountain climbers, do these slow. I promise they're more enjoyable this way. If they're still real hard, like this, find an elevated surface like a couch, or your bed, or even the wall to do these against. Okay, yeah, I have 40 seconds of rest for some reason. I have a whole minute of rest, wait. What? I'm so confused. I'm so confused on what I've done. Why is nothing adding up? Okay, I guess I have a minute of rest in between. I'm going to try to clip these real quick in between every exercise. Okay, I have 20 more seconds before we get started. I think I'm going to rotate in between windmills just so you see the backside too. Okay. I might have only done 20 seconds of windmills originally. That might have been it. I might have just not paid attention. I totally did. One more. Been a while since I did these, so I'm not going to say my form is picture perfect, but doing your best is what matters. No! Forgot to turn the time off. Okay, one more. Turn off that sound. Okay. I need Russian twists. Okay, let's go. Push through, guys. Come on. You know you want your body to be stronger. It takes discomfort. It requires effort. It requires shutting up sometimes. Okay, coming back. Clip. Okay, rollouts. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I cannot see from back here. Yeah. Yeah. Tabatos are brutal. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Two more. Okay. Okay. Mountain climbers and we're done. Use an elevated surface if you need. A table, the wall, anything. Drive that knee to your chest. Nice and strong. Keep your body straight. Squeeze that belly button into your spine. Breathe. We're doing this until my timer sounds. I'm not looking up. I'm pushing through. Killing the spider. Oh, my timer had gone off. Sorry, spider. It was not the day. Oh, it's because I have it on. It's because I have it on silent. Or like vibration. I need to keep that in mind. Thanks, Everflow. Okay, I gotta go through. You guys can hear a lot of sounds. Gotta adjust all these later. Okay. Mountain climbers, if I'm on the ground, I'm trying to have both hands on the ground or the wall. I'm essentially just bringing one knee. You normally see people do them quickly, but on the ground, I prefer them slow, controlled, especially for newer people. But yeah, if you need to look up some more videos, I'm not going to be upset. I'm actually going to be very thrilled that you're taking initiative on yourself to look up things. Okay, that's the workout. I'm going to grab my protein smoothie. I already made it yesterday, so I'm going to go grab that. I'm going to get back into the rest of the cosplay. We're just going to chit-chat. We're going to talk. We are going to just vibe. We're going to answer some questions. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to move you back. Move forward. I'm going to find that spider that I smooshed. I smooshed him. He's all smooshed. I don't really want to put this on, but I will. I'm probably going to convince myself to make some, like, various content in the cosplay before I shower and take everything off, although I want to shower immediately. But the moment I take this suit off, it's not going back on. Oh, you guys can talk to each other. A lot of times when I'm distracted, like especially when I'm playing a video game, or during these workouts, people talk to each other all the time. Interact with each other. I want this to be a community. I do. I very genuinely want to use what I'm doing as a way to grow a community and work within a community and help promote good, healthy lifestyles and exercise habits and health mindsets, the good, all 9 yards. I want to do it my way, and I want to cultivate a community that is kind to each other, interacts. It's why I say so much. I really get people to understand that this is not a type of stream just because I have spicier adult content that you can purchase on certain sites. Doesn't mean I want that to be who I am online 24/7. I want to be able to help people with education, especially relating to fitness and health. And I want to be able to cultivate a good community that isn't just a bunch of feral, horny fiends, right? That's the goal and the hope and the dream, is that we can create that. So, excuse me. This is the part of the stream where you can ask me any questions about what we did today. Any health or fitness questions that you want my full attention now that I'm not also working out. I'm going to tell you 15 minutes is the longest I anticipate being live. Past this, a little more work and lurk. Yeah. So Another thing, I also understand that I'm working out noon Eastern Standard Time because that works with my schedule on Wednesdays. I play D&D at 6:30 Eastern Time on Wednesdays, so I like being able to like be done with my workout, do a bunch of stuff. I'm the DM, so I prep accordingly for that, and I want to make sure that I am hitting my target audience at times that work well. So if everyone that's here, I know this isn't going to be a great like sample size, but this is just a little bit of understanding of what times work with people, okay? I'm probably gonna do this at the end of every stream, as much as I can to kind of gauge what's best. Times for workout. And I know that we're all in different time zones, so I'm putting Eastern Standard Time, even though that's not my time zone, just because it's easiest for a lot of people. Where's the orange one? He's been loving his little cat bed in the corner of our living room recently, but we've had for a while. I think I got it when I moved because my stuff was delayed for 3 weeks. So I wanted him to have a comfy place to go, but he didn't want that. He just slept in my suitcase. It was so sad. He'd come up on the air mattress with me for a little bit, and then when we got a mattress, it was good. Thanks, Destiny Gleam. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate like kind gestures and like I understand. There's a time and place to be feral. I'm a feral human being as well. I am very, very into promoting and supporting adult content of all forms. That's part of why I do it. But I don't want that to be how people view me 24/7, right? And I think that's a crazy mindset. And I don't want that just for me. I want that for everyone else as well. I unfortunately understand as a white man the privilege I wield. I can say these things and get less whiplash and feedback than the women and femme-presenting people who exist, or even the non-binary people that exist in these spaces that I also take up space in, right? And I want to make sure that we're all allowed to be ourselves and not just seen as bags of meat for people. But TikTok doesn't care about that. Okay, let's, noon Eastern Standard Time. This is what it is. This is, okay, noon. Okay, yeah, I can't put that many words. Okay, I'm only gonna make this 5 minutes. No, not even. I'm gonna make it like 3 minutes. These aren't. Let me just put an other. Okay. I couldn't close the parentheses on the last one, but. Yeah, I love just being, like, I love even just being background noise while you guys do creative and or, like, movement-related tasks, right? Even if you're just watching my stream while you're, like, on your treadmill at home or at the gym or, like, walking around the block, like, I really want to help support that, like, when I'm moving, I want you to move or at least, like, move your brain in a sense. So doing stuff like drawing, I'm always going to be supportive of that. I'm never going to be like, stop drawing, work out with me. About to hit the gym. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you'll maybe learn something. If you didn't, maybe ask a question. Like, I want you guys to ask questions and things because I know I explain exercises and such here and there, but I really want to make sure that I'm hitting what you guys actually want to know and not just general information, right? But yeah, I want to be as motivational as possible because I understand how hard it can be to move your body, especially in a world that doesn't function to allow people to move their bodies easily. So many of you probably have 9-to-5 desk jobs, or like maybe you're a truck driver who's driving all the time, And like I know that there's certain people that aren't going to be really interested in my content and such, but I'm just trying to get a generalization of like so many people live a life because they're forced to work under certain circumstances in capitalism that they are unable to find adequate time for self-care as well as exercise. And I want you to understand that exercise is self-care, but it isn't always self-care. If you're not caring about yourself while you're exercising, if all you're thinking is, oh, I hate this, I don't want to do it, that's not self-care. There's a certain limit to where you need to be able to push through that boundary, but if you are dreading everything you're doing, you need to try something different. You need to get out of your comfort zone in a different way. You need to do something that is manageable and doesn't make you want to do horrible things to yourself that I will not specify as to what, just to get the point across. And I want to answer some of these questions, so I kind of want to get off my ramble. Such a positive person. My first impression of you today. Love watching your stream. And that's why like I turn TikTok on in the other stream. Like people are gonna watch. People are gonna interact, and I can every now and then kind of drag people over here. Be like, hey, this is a great place to be. As long as I'm getting some viewership, I'm still promoting myself in some sense. And even if I only get like 5 to 10 people every time I stream like this, that's still building a community, right? Even if it's small. And I know that a lot of people that are in my community don't have a lot to give. And that's why I want to give to them as much as possible. But like even just like subscribing to the channel so that way you don't have to deal with ads. I'm going to go ahead and snooze them while we're kind of finishing up here. But if you don't want to have to deal with ads, you can subscribe to the channel. Okay, how many votes did we get in total? We only got 3 votes. Okay. Which I didn't expect that to be that helpful, to be honest, but some understanding. Fully get and understand this stuff. One of my big goals recently has been designed to make a Twitch team dedicated to queer. Awesome. Giving them a community that lends to humanizing them and giving them a chance to connect with fans and followers beyond that. Yeah, awesome. I love that. Because it's a grueling world that we live in and space we take up online. It's driven me to the brink of insanity, quite literally. Especially in like dark times, especially when a lot of things around us are kind of falling apart, is what it seems. It's tough to be in this industry and like do these things that a lot of people don't think are that hard and love to hate on and love to treat people in ways they don't want to be treated, you know? That's what you should say as your sign off. Stay motivated. Yeah. That's much better. That's much better. I think that's probably Trucker Mama. That's probably why I thought about trucking. So Trucker Mama, I'd love to ask, what is like your work lifestyle like? Like, are you driving trucks every day? How many times do you get a break? Like, what do your work hours look like? Things like that are important when understanding what you can and need to do for your body. You need to get up and just stretch a lot. And by a lot, I understand you have to drive straight a lot. Like, you can't just pull over on the side of the road and stretch every now and then. But it means that when you are going to bed or when you do stop, you need to make sure that you are stretching your body a little bit more intensively or actively to offset your inability to do so as consistently. As I'm going down these, I'm seeing that you gave me some extra info, so sorry. I tend to ramble. Thanks for being your hero. About to go make some lunch, shovel some snow. Have a good one. You too. Bye, Dazzling. If you're still here, sorry. I'm a bit behind. Problem is, after a 12 to 14 hour shift, yeah, you're hella drained. Quick 20-minute workouts would be awesome. Don't think about them as workouts. Think about them as self-care. Start small. So yeah, after a shift, think, okay, after my shift, I'm going to spend 5 to 10 minutes stretching, 20 minutes moving my body in just some more active ways, like do some air squats if you can. And if you struggle with balance and air squats, hold on to a wall, a table, a chair, something stable. Just move your knees, move your body. Do some lunges in the same capacity. Hold on to something for balance. Do some push-ups on the wall, on a chair, on a bench, on your bed, or if you can do push-ups, do normal push-ups. Do things that involve your body weight that are easy and that keep you in tune with how your body moves without adding too many complicated things. So for Trucker Mama, what I'd say is that keep it simple. There's a thing that my old middle school band director used to say. It was KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. It got across to you. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Move your body. Even if that 20-minute workout is like a brisk paced walk after you do some stretching and then just stretch afterward. That's something, right? That's improvement. And then when you do that more and more and more, it's going to get easier. And then you're going to be able to push your body more. Then you're going to be able to accomplish more, right? It's all about consistency, and it's all about moderation and only biting off what you can chew. I'm snoozing the ads again. I'm keeping you guys on here. I had to figure out consistency, as I was just saying. Can be good for a week or two, but the second my schedule's off, you lose all progress. That's how a lot of people struggle. That's where a lot of people struggle, is consistency, is keeping things consistent. Which is why you can't bite off more than you can chew. You shouldn't. You absolutely shouldn't. Your first workout, getting back to the swing of things, should be easy. People don't want to tell you that. It should be easy. It should be fun. It should be enjoyable. It should be, wow, that felt great. Not, oh, I'm going to be so sore tomorrow. Oh, man, I hurt already. And I know for a lot of people, they're not going to have the exact same reaction to me with even just basic exercise, right? Some people, my mother, hates sweat. She hates sweating. She doesn't like working out because she hates sweating. Like, it literally, that's her go-to, I'm going to use the word excuse. I'm not trying to, like, demean. But that's her go-to reason for, like, not wanting to work out. Oh, hello! Come here! Hop up! Kitty time! Yes, gone. Now I know you're Igor, at least for today's stream. I'm probably going to call you Gone in the future because I'm going to forget. Kitty time! Kitty time! Oh, he's been asleep for so long, he had to come over and make sure that I was okay. That's not what it is. It's his, oh, I'm awake, I need to go make sure my human is here and still loves me. He went back to the vet on Monday, and they're going to have to pull teeth. They're going to have to pull teeth. There's no avoiding it, and they might have to pull a lot more teeth than I want, but it's all for the betterment of his health. And I really hate having to pull more of his teeth, because before I could even adopt him, when I was fostering him, I had to bring him back in for him to get 7 teeth removed because they were that bad back then. We've been trying to mediate it as much as we can, but he's got kidney dental disease and a lot of issues, and I'm going to try not to get angry, but past vets, I kept asking, like, do we need to do something about his teeth? Like, how hard do I need to force brushing? And they kept kind of downplaying the situation. But after we moved, first vet appointment, they're like, oh yeah, he needs teeth pulled. Like, soon. And I'm like, oh, great. Got a second opinion the other day. Higher price and potentially more teeth getting pulled. Which, I already had a good emotional, I won't say meltdown, but situation earlier this week. Just feeling bad because I love this cat so much and I want him to keep as many teeth as possible. He deserves them. I don't want my cat to have to be teethless. Toothless. If his teeth ever go completely missing, I'm buying him a little Toothless plushie and hoping that they become best friends. Even though Toothless does have teeth. The dragon from How to Train Your Dragon. I almost said How I Met Your Mother. Talking to my brother about how that show has not aged well. We started talking about other shows that haven't aged well, and just like certain shows that we're curious as if they have. Like, we used to love Psych and Supernatural, 2 very popular, very well-rated shows. And we were watching an episode of Psych yesterday, last night with dinner. No, it was 2 nights ago. It was Monday night. And I was like, is there anything problematic with this show that, like, now, because it came out in 2006 to 2014, is there anything that, like, 2 decades later from the start of the show is, like, just, you know, it didn't age well? And he's like, I think I've seen some stuff that, like, isn't great, but it's not, like, the worst. And I'm like, is the worst thing that it's kind of propaganda? And he was like, yeah, maybe. And I was like, well, actually, isn't it anti-propaganda? Because Sean Spencer pretends to be a psychic and then ends up running his own agency because the cops can't do their job as good as he can. So I was like, it's kind of anti-propaganda. It's just his love life. I won't spoil the show. I mean, they interact with the police a lot. Hey, buddy, this is a nice... His claws are digging in. His claws. It's totally anti-propaganda. It's one of those that after a while I was like, huh, okay. Now, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is one of those that's like, I don't know if it is propaganda because it's so unserious, right? Like, they're just, the premise is they're cops, and they show that there is corruption within cops all the time, right? There's plenty of corrupt cops throughout the show. That's an ongoing premise that a lot of the times the big bad is someone on the inside. But I think Psych is even more anti-propaganda just because of what I just mentioned. Okay, so I'm going to let the ad run here in a couple minutes. I'm going to answer some more questions for just a little bit longer. Pretty much once KJ leaves my lap, we're going to be getting ready to go unless people have some questions for me, period. This is where I've given you guys the opportunity to speak fitness questions. If you have them, you still can ask those. But if you'd like to ask me any other things as well, that's more than acceptable as stream is wrapping up. Now that we've given space and time as much as we can to fitness and health related stuff. He's so precious. I love him so much. I'm also going to look into raids. No, oh well. I'll find that later when I'm going through clips and be like, why the hell did I clip this? I was trying to hit the raid button. It's right next to it. Interesting. Me. Alright, ad is starting soon, just a heads up. Any questions you guys have, please answer, because the next 5 or so minutes I'm probably heading off if we don't have any questions. Okay? I'm just going to sit here and love life and sip on some drinks with my cat. KJ looks like your orange cat. Yeah, he's a bit of a sleepy and slinky kind of guy. He loves to slink or slunk. I don't know. Hips feel frozen. Yeah. So stretching your legs is great, but the things that are going to get really tight when you're sitting down, especially in a truck, are going to be your hip flexors and quads because they're like bundled up. This cat makes you unreasonably happy. Good. Good. He should make you happy. I'm gonna wait for the ad to finish. Okay. When it comes to hip stretches for your hips, I do have a few. They're gonna require me to get KJ off of me. Oh, and he's stretching. He's a stretchy, slinky little guy. I'll show a few. Now, I'm also going to show them with a chair. I'm probably specifically going to show them with a chair just because I know that you guys are going to have like a yoga mat, especially if you're trying to stretch when you're on the road. Right? Okay, so you can do these on the ground as well, but let's talk about how to do this with the chair. Pigeon pose. You can do the pigeon pose on the ground. You can also choose a chair. I'd recommend doing it on a more stable surface than what this chair currently is, but again, I'm a professional, I know what I'm doing, I know my limits. I'm just trying to show. Lean forward toward your knee and or toward your toe. Get a variation, feel your glute stretch. That's a glute stretch, but it's also going to help with your hip tightness. When it comes to your hip flexors, show this on the ground first. Get on one knee, squeeze that back glute. You can almost always immediately feel when you squeeze that glute, your hip flexor stretch, because they're antagonistic muscles. When your glute squeezes, something else has to stretch. That's the other side of your hip, which is your hip flexor. And then you're going to, lean forward. Like that, which you can also do this with a chair. You squeeze that back glute, same thing. And or just elevated surface, right? Something that it doesn't make you need to get completely on the ground. I'd say those two are perfect starting points for just getting glutes and hips stretched in easy, realistic, slow-moving motions. Those are going to be helpful. You can also kind of do that second one standing up, by being honest. You still just squeeze that back glute. And get into a split stance. The longer the stance, the more of a stretch you're going to be able to get. So start narrow and widen, or lengthen. Lengthen that stance instead of widen it. Widening would be this way. We want to go forward. KJ, by my foot. Okay. I'll say 3 more minutes unless I get another question. So any more questions, guys? Dumbbell glute exercise. RDLs. RDLs. Best body weight, air squats, and or glute bridges on the ground. But when it comes to building muscle, you're going to want to use heavier weights. Heavier weights are going to help you build muscle a lot easier than doing a ton of body weight or lightweight exercises, right? So body weight exercises are not fantastic when it comes to building muscle, but they are decent. They're okay. It's not going to build nothing, but eventually you're going to need to move on from body weight exercises and add some weight to either the body weight exercise or do an exercise that has more weight to it. We were doing RDLs earlier. Porthos, I don't know if you were here for the RDLs. If not, Romanian deadlift is one of the easiest exercises to look up. It's one of the most commonly done ones. It is always going to be better for muscular growth to do just in general, it's almost always going to be better to do an exercise slowly on the stretch motion of the exercise. So what's the stretch motion of a squat? When I'm going down, my glutes and my quads are stretching here. So slow down, you can go a bit quicker up. With glute bridges and RDLs, the stretch is moving back here, and popping through is where you can go a little bit more aggressive and quick. So when your muscle is stretching, it is actually activating muscle fibers, and it's trying to attach itself to more and more and more. You go slower, you tend to just get more engagement and involvement, and you, in turn, will be able to just get more, what are the words I want to use right now? My brain is leaving me. You're going to get more out of it. Honestly, it's going to help you with form, and it's going to give you that burn that you desire. It's also going to potentially show you form issues. Because if you're not feeling it where you should and you're going slow, where do you feel it? And then you can figure out why, right? So I'm always going to recommend the easier portion of the exercise is always going to be the stretching motion, the primary stretching motion. So whatever muscles are getting stretched in order to then, it's like your muscles are like a rubber band. Think about it like a band. So when I stretch my muscles, I get a slower stretch, everything engages, snap. That's you popping up. That is the explosiveness of the motion. That is going to give you, so if you go slow, pop. You don't have to go super fast, right? That's not the goal, but you want to push hard. So like on a squat, you want to go slow down, pop up. And when you get heavier and heavier weight, you're not going to go as fast, but trying to go fast is going to help push the weight up. So pumping them out is only going to be helpful if you're going for like getting them done quickly, getting a high intensive, more cardiovascular desire out of your workout. If you want to build muscle, I highly recommend doing almost every exercise you can tempoed. 3 seconds down, 1 second pause, explode. So what does that look like for a squat? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, pop. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, pop. I know it's even more to keep count of. That's okay, because guess what? No one cares if you did 9 or 10 reps. No one cares. Your body doesn't care if you did 9 or 10 reps. Your body cares how much muscular engagement you actually got with good form from that, and what you're going to do after getting that engagement with 1 or 2 or however many reps you do, what kind of rest you give yourself, what kind of food and fuel you feed yourself. That's what your body cares about. Your body does not care if you can bench 315 for 5 reps. It doesn't. It doesn't recognize numbers. Your body does not recognize numbers. It recognizes feelings. The feelings of your muscles working, the feelings of your blood pumping, the feeling you feel. Focus on the feel. Stop focusing on numbers. It's why I got out of powerlifting and I hate bodybuilding. I'm actually trying to start an anti-bodybuilding video. And I know I'm going to piss a lot of people off. And I'm probably going to piss off a lot of my good friends or fan base. I'm going to try to do it the best way I can. But I think the sport inherently is toxic at this point, this day and age. And it's making exercise harder for everyone. It is. That's my 2 cents on the situation. Okay, I know I keep rambling on and on and on and keep saying I'm going to finish the stream soon, but I'm going to go put this in the sink. When I get back, I'm going to get ready to hop off unless I get another question. But I haven't been getting more questions. Sorry, KJ. I'm not going to stay here. I don't want you to hop on because I'm moving. Hey, guys. I think I have to accept if I want content in this today. I do just have to put the suit all the way back on. Specific exercise. A deconstructed video on like the exercises I was explaining, like tempo reps, or on bodybuilding, like I was talking about. Specific exercise to make biceps look bigger. Almost every bicep exercise is going to make your biceps look bigger, but I know you're asking for more technical information. I do 3 types of bicep exercises that focus on different areas of the muscle, but I haven't noticed much of a result. I do hammer curls, bicep curls, and easy bar curls. So I want you to think, and this is going to be our last question of the new deconstructing bodybuilding. Yeah, I'm going to try to get to that. I'm working with one of my friends on getting a YouTube script and kind of figuring out the ways I want to say and talk about it. What you want out of your biceps is to make sure that you are getting exercises that are both tough at the beginning and the end. Because in almost every bicep exercise, it's either hard in the first half or it's hard in the second half of the motion, right? So there's a bunch of different ways that you can do that. I'm not going to try to over-explain and give you all of them right now. I'd look, Eugene Teo, I believe. Let me... Eugene Teo on YouTube had a video on this the other day that I really loved. He did a great job of kind of explaining it. I think it's only like 8 to 10 minutes long. It's not that long. And it goes over a lot of exercises that can be different where you're getting most of the tension, the starting point or the top point. He's going to be able to do it better than I can, and I need to go shower. I want my body to be less gross and dirty, and the hair. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to make some content real quick. So I need to hop off. Thank you guys for joining. I love and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for truly. Thank you for asking questions. I love when people ask questions in these streams. Truly. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing a collab stream with my good friend, Good Noodle Gamer. It's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.